All right, guys, how are we doing? It's your boy Roar. We are here to check out a amazing digital circus song by, once again, longest solo ever. But this was animated by person's going to be in the description here. Yeah, haven't had them on this channel before, but a few of you guys suggested I check out In Time. Let's just jump into it. This is the animated music lyric video. I'm excited to see what we got going on here. Ooh, guitar, okay. Ooh, all right. Hold on. Okay, Chichi, that's who it was. Okay. Vocals, lyrics, art, video editing. Okay, they did all of that. Okay, and then longest is in there. Okay, cool.
One step forward and another two back. Keeping distance, slipping through the cracks, playing a euro and paying with your soul.
Okay.
Check the boxes, reading between the lines, acting like you're just one of a kind. Think I don't know you. You're playing a part too.
Okay, so this, if I remember correctly, is related to an alternate version of these characters. I have said before how much I love when fans do that. That is truly what can keep a lot of creativity alive in terms of how much, an artist might continue a series. I know Goose said she isn't going to do that. I just mean in terms of fans in general. It's one of the better points with fan bases if they choose to use it correctly. Because obviously we love when people enjoy what we make, right? And to look at all the what ifs of these characters is really cool. So yeah, I didn't check before starting this what story we're talking about, so I'm going to try and learn as we go. I love the harmonizing. Okay, first of all, I love that guitar beat. Oh, it was so good. And how it already switched up a couple times, went into more of a, what is the term for when drums, they basically play in the same time signature, but they're playing in a different sort of beat that, whether we acknowledge it or not, makes it sound like it's at a different time. And it like this, it sounds like a more of just a straightforward 4/4 beat. It feels like we're propelling forward. We're moving ahead. Okay, so that's cool. Amazing harmonizing. I love this idea of them. I guess this is related to them just having their guns, being in some kind of mafia situation. They're pursuing each other. They're shooting at each other, but they're saying, if you're reaching for me, if you're wanting to get to know me, pull back your hand, put your gun away, like get to know me for who I am instead of just this back and forth. If I'm assuming this correctly, this is really, really cool.
Think I'm clueless to your naivety. Sink your teeth and get the drop on me. The toy you're making, but I'm never breaking.
I also love, we're not really good. To be honest, I've only seen a lot of longest solo ever with his character singing, like Kane, but then a lot of his fast rap stuff. The Madden abandoned beyond understanding. The palm of my hand, you'll forever be standing and dancing, and I'm not just going to give up my plan and comply with demand. Like it was inspiring to me to try and learn some of his rap stuff. He's very, very talented with that. But just doing this singing gives me a whole different appreciation for his vocal set. Now, maybe he's done a billion songs where he's just singing. This is new to me with his skill set. So very, very cool. And I also like how the text is coming in disjointed, very reminiscent of how the names were kind of spun in the first episode of the Digital Circus, right? So.
Get the drop on me, the toy you're making, but I'm never breaking.
So a lot of this feels very similar to that episode of They Have Guns, where they had that bit of a real moment. You know, even when she bit him, that was another thing I was thinking. Sink your teeth into and then get the drop on me. You're biting me, and then you're coming at me with this very honest, like, hey, what is going on with you? I thought we were friends. What is your deal? So it's a very interesting way of spinning this, like a Catch Me If You Can type story, where they're just chasing after each other, unrequited in their feelings about things. So very, very cool. It feels like taking that moment in the story itself and then just letting it expand as much as we can. I like that. Sorry.
Is it a crime if I just let it fall apart this time?
I love this refrain with the beat. Just oh, it's so good. Ow, I bashed my finger. I don't care. So towing the line, kind of going with the flow, like, okay, this is the job that I'm expected to do. I'm towing the line. I'm doing what I'm responsible for. Let me see what there's let me just dial it back.
Towing the line of this familiar feeling that's robbing me blind.
Okay, so again, we have these cool allusions to crime and the mafia, that kind of thing. There's this familiar feeling that's robbing me blind. That's related to Jax. Like, he had feelings for Ribbit, and I don't know if he has feelings for Pomni, but it could just be a feeling of intimacy in regards to me being honest with who I am. It doesn't mean romantic necessarily. I don't think that's anything that Jax felt with Pomni. It's just that deep feeling that you can have with someone. It's robbing me blind. I wanted to be in control. I didn't want to give anything to you, but I'm feeling this familiar feeling that I felt with Ribbit, and it's robbing me blind. It's just making me go crazy. I love how they're tying that into this, and making it this very, thematic visual of crimes and, the mafia and stuff. So that's cool.
Is it a
Crime, so another thing.
let it fall apart this time?
So with that, should I just let it fall apart? Should I try and intervene? Should I try and make something out of this? Should I reciprocate or just let it fall apart this time? So again, that seems to kind of be an allusion to it's this constant back and forth that we have in this story universe. That's very cool. I love the bass too.
Run, run, keep on running away. You're locked in a cycle, turning day after day. Stay in your bubble, keep pretending you really thrive. Best prepared, cause you've barely survived. Run,
So you
run,
think you understand me, think you see just what I am. There's nothing else underneath, and we'll be damned. But I can live with the trauma, wait and see I'll thrive. Best prepared, cause you barely survived.
Okay, so, but you barely survived. I feel like that has to be a nod to something that happened in this story, right? Before these two met, and then before we're encountering another situation where it's like, hey, prepare for the worst because you barely survived what's going on here. You keep thinking that you're thriving. You keep thinking that you're doing well, but you're not. So when are you going to admit that? That's very true to the story as well. When it's like, when are you just going to be honest that you don't feel good, that you feel less than, and you need help, So very, very cool.
Still think I can understand. You think you see just what I am. There's nothing else underneath. Don't fall that shit. Don't have to carry that trauma. You don't have to be stuck in this prison. Why won't you just listen to me?
Nice. Okay, so that was a nod to the show itself. There's nothing else to me, so please just stop looking, was what Jack said. So then she's flipping it and saying, well, you think you understand me? You think that there's nothing to what I'm saying? No, I am genuine with what I'm feeling. Okay, awesome. And then why won't you listen to me? That's, the sentiment that they've had with their, falling out in the show itself. So.
Looking in, is it so awful knowing where we could have been? Ash in your heart, I should have seen it from the start.
Okay, so we're getting a different chorus here. I want to focus in on that. But here, both of them are basically relating that, yeah, they're of a similar mindset, even if their conclusion is different. Because, let me dial it back here. Is it so awful knowing what we could have been? We could have been friends. We could have been closer. You just chose to not do that. You're the one who has to live with that. It's something that sometimes even haunts me when I think about relationships, even in this online space. There's some creatives right now that I used to be pretty close to. I think whenever I'd hop in on a stream, we could chat and stuff. It seemed like we were friends. But time got away from us, and I also prioritized other things. And there are some people on this platform that it's like, I wish we could be friends again. I feel like we've grown apart. Not like anything bad happened, but it does feel like, where could things have been if we kept up our friendship up to this point? You know what I mean? That's just my thought anyway. That's how it's relating to me. How I feel like I'm relating to it. That's what I mean. That's what I meant, sorry. Okay, huh. Oh, this is Chichi. I thought for some reason her name was Chachi or something. I'm so sorry. This lady's been around for a minute. She is a force in this whole nerdcore space. Cool. Giving her props where it's due. If you haven't checked out her stuff, you're a fool. If you like any of this, fan-made music stuff, she does it all, and she's incredible. So in terms of the lyrics, though, there was one other thing. Yeah, you'll see how fast you'll fall apart. This idea of leave me alone. Don't try to, make this anything, because it's going to fall apart. It's not going to work out. I've had similar sentiment with just devaluing myself and feeling like the more people get to know me, the more I'm just going to erode them away like sand. It's not true, but it's the feeling that I have a lot of the time. Don't look at me like that as if you never knew. That's interesting to me because he spent so long trying to not ever show anybody what he was feeling. So that's an interesting angle for him to go. Don't look at me like that, like you never knew. I feel like it's got to be one of those things where in this story, in the world of this song, their backs are against the wall. Everything has been laid out. So then, maybe he's trying to let Pomni in a little bit and be like, you had your suspicions that I was closed off for a reason. So don't be surprised now that I'm laying out everything. It does feel passive-aggressive, which is, absolutely how Jax would be. So anyway, though, you guys tell me your thoughts in the comments. I really liked this. Go to the link in the description and support Chichi and Longest Solo for this amazing performance. This was really cool. I'm going to have to check this out. I'll probably be able to do a PR in the gym like this, or personal best, whatever it is, whatever the term is. I'm going to be lifting to this. That's all I mean. See you guys in the next one. Peace.